Welcome to Season 2 of the Shekina Meditation Podcast, created by community members and friends of Shekina Garden in Pai, Thailand. Shekina communities are dedicated to creating free devotional spaces of Christian practice for spiritual seekers and travelers around the world. We post Christ-centered guided meditation each week to help you in your personal or small group practice. You can find episode show notes and other information at shekinacommunity.com.
Hello friends, it's Ro and Ray here.
Hi!
And we are sitting on the floor of Ray's beautiful studio in the evening, and we're listening to the creek rumble by next door and the night sounds or the crickets and things outside. It's so lovely right here. It's season 2, episode 98 of our little podcast. And as always, our beloved patrons are supporting this podcast. Thank you so much. We're always raising money to help keep our community running, keep the lights on, keep the bills paid. And your patronage is part of the way that we do that every week. You can find us at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast and support us from there if you would like to.
Another way you can support us is by rating or reviewing us on iTunes or Spotify, or sharing the podcast in some other way. Recently, we met someone, hi Andreas, if you're listening to this, who happened upon our community from the podcast, which was pretty cool because it often goes the other way around, but it's really nice when people wander up and they're like, I've been listening. So that was great. So share it in some way with somebody who might love it, who might need it, on Instagram or Facebook, any social media, or just with your friends. You can also like or subscribe on YouTube, and tell your postman. When you support the podcast, we know that you appreciate that we put it into the world. It helps us to feel connected to you. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So today's episode of the podcast is Lectio Divina style meditation on verses from John 14 with Rachel. So first, Ray will offer some exercises to help us all find quiet readiness for the meditation. And secondly, she'll guide us through the verses with plenty of space for our contemplation. And third, we recommend that you spend some time processing your meditation. Either if you've been listening with others, you might like to take a moment with passing an object around the circle and letting each person share. Each person just taking their own time to share what happened for them in the meditation. Or if you're meditating on your own, you might like to do some journaling or drawing or make a voice recording. Just some sort of processing to help it move into the rest of your day. Okay, friends, let's begin.
With posture. So begin by sitting tall. You are free to change your position during this meditation. You don't have to stick to one way of sitting. So you can completely change your position if you like. But just to begin with, we can start by moving our shoulders, maybe seeing if we have any kinks in our neck or our arms. And allowing our spine to draw up as though it's rising somehow, like the crown of our head's just really rising toward this beautiful ceiling of grass. And begin to become aware of your breath. Really taking notice as your lungs fill. There's this beautiful motion that happens with your body as your lungs fill and then empty, and fill and empty. as your breath just sort of naturally begins to slow. You can feel how it slows your thoughts. If you follow it into your lungs with your mind, follow it back out and imagine it mixing with the air around you. Everything begins to become quieter. You can begin to become aware of your sense of touch. Feel where your body is connected to the mat beneath you, the weight, the force of gravity holding you. Here you are in this body. It has edges, places where you end and the rest of the world begins. This is how you experience everything. With this body, it can imagine, it can feel. Perhaps you can feel the air on your skin. The way the mat feels beneath you or your clothes feel on your body. When you're ready, bring your awareness to your sense of hearing. Today we have man-made sounds and nature sounds all around us. You can play with your sense of hearing and see if you can hear the farthest sound away and the closest sound to you, and try to go back and forth between the two of them. If you find yourself losing focus in the meditation, which we all do, that's part of meditation, you can use sound to bring you back. Maybe a sudden chirping from a bird reminds you of where you are. And you bring yourself back to focus. Or you could make the sounds a part of your meditation. There are different textures to the world around us, and they let us know that this world is very alive, very full. We are clearing a space for ourselves, a time to meet with the Divine Presence, a time to sit and to really go deep with words and ideas, pictures. We come here with many thoughts, many ideas for the rest of the day, or things that have happened already. Imagine that these thoughts are like leaves that are flowing along a stream at your feet. Perhaps you're standing on the bank of this stream and you're watching as these leaves float by, one thought at a time. As they drift by, take a moment to see what's happening there, and then let them go past. When you're ready, you can begin walking beside the creek. Still following the thoughts. Just watching to see where they go. Until the creek empties into a beautiful, still body of water, maybe a pond or a lake. And here the water is still, very still, very clear. And there's place for you to come and sit by the lake or stand. This is for you. This is your place. From here, you can engage with these words. You can play, you can dream. This is your place of focus, and you are not alone here. The divine presence is here, and the Spirit of God is with you. Maybe lightly hovering over the water, or rustling through leaves in nearby trees. If you feel comfortable, you can say a few words of invitation to the divine. You can offer your presence. You can say, I am here, or meet with me. You are here because the divine presence has invited you. Very happy to meet with you, and this is a place of love and acceptance of who you are. I will be reading these different words of Jesus 3 times. During the first reading, you can allow them just to drift by you, maybe to swirl around you. Imagine what they look like, how they feel, how they taste. Any words that you notice, maybe you can pull them closer to you or remember them for the next time around. But just let them swirl by you. I promise that I will never leave you helpless or abandon you as orphans. I will come back to you. Soon I will leave this world, and they will see me no longer. But you will see me, because I will live again, and you will come alive too. So when that day comes, you will know that I am living in the Father, and that you are one with me, for I will be living in you. Loving me empowers you to obey my word. And my Father will love you so deeply that we will come to you and make you our dwelling place. I leave the gift of peace with you, my peace. Not the kind of fragile peace given by the world, but my perfect peace. Don't yield to fear or be troubled in your hearts. Instead, be courageous. for the second reading, you can go a little deeper with the words. Really think about what they mean, or what pictures do they bring to mind? What do you see? What do you feel and think and sense as you listen to these words? Let your imagination be strong. I promise that I will never leave you helpless or abandon you as orphans. I will come back to you. Soon I will leave this world, and they will see me no longer. But you will see me, because I will live again, and you will come alive too. So when that day comes, you will know that I am living in the Father, and that you are one with me, for I will be living in you. Loving me empowers you to obey my word. And my Father will love you so deeply that we will come to you and make you our dwelling place. I leave the gift of peace with you, my peace. Not the kind of fragile peace given by the world, but my perfect peace, Don't yield to fear or be troubled in your hearts. Instead, be courageous. For the last reading, you've been playing with and thinking about different shapes or words or ideas or pictures. You can see if any of these come close to you again, or if there's any that you want to hold with you and take with you. And see as they go by what you want to keep thinking about or keep playing with or write about later. I promise that I will never leave you helpless or abandon you as orphans. I will come back to you. Soon I will leave this world, and they will see me no longer. But you will see me because I will live again, and you will come alive too. So when that day comes, you will know that I am living in the Father and that you are one with me, for I will be living in you. Loving me empowers you to obey my word. And my Father will love you so deeply that we will come to you and make you our dwelling place. I leave the gift of peace with you, my peace. Not the kind of fragile peace given by the world, but my perfect peace. Don't yield to fear or be troubled in your hearts. Instead, be courageous. When you're ready, you can come back. Take your time. Come back to the circle and draw yourself out of meditation. Perhaps taking some deep breaths again. As we prepare for our sharing circle. We'll know that everyone is ready when we're sitting up with our eyes open. Thank you for joining today. There will be a new guided meditation available each week, so don't forget to subscribe to iTunes or sign up for our newsletter to get podcasts delivered to your inbox at www.shekinacommunity.com/podcast newsletter. Also, you can rate or review on iTunes or sign up as a patron at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast. Have a beautiful week. Many blessings to you.